All glories to Sri Radhe Krishna. My humble namaskarams and thanks to Goddess and God, Sri Lakshmi Narayan and spiritual masters Sri Nadamunigal, Sri Alavandar, Sri Ramanujacharya, etc. up to my spiritual master Guruji Sri Muthukrishnaji. Introduction. This spiritual lecture, what we do for our next birth, will be continued into several parts in order to give better spiritual knowledge. These lectures prepared cautiously from various spiritual topics written and spoken by past and present spiritual masters. Kindly don't think this is only for old people and gents. These are for all, irrespective of gender and beliefs. As told by outstanding spiritual master Swami Vivekanandaji, youngsters and ladies are the eyes of our India. So youngsters may kindly use this knowledge. Definitely, these lectures will give you useful spiritual knowledge both for present life and next birth. When time comes, I will give you answer for your doubts through email. Only one request from my side is kindly use this valuable knowledge for your life betterment and take and give this knowledge to the next generation also. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. What we do for our next birth, part 1. First we have to understand who we are as a human being. We are immortal. We are the servants of God forever. The relation between God and us also permanent. As we very much attached to the material world, we forgotten the relationship. Due to the loss of remembrance, now we are facing too much of problems and unhappiness. So when we recognize our relationship with God can get happiness. Wealth alone cannot give you a happy life. Certain extent it will help you, but more than that it will not help you. For the real happiness, we have to transform our life slowly into spiritual one. Human beings divided as different race, different country, different language, different belief, etc., etc. But basic quality among them are there. These qualities we have to understand first. What are the qualities there? Long ago, our sages found that qualities. If we will not follow such qualities, human also mere dogs and cats only. You just bring 5 dogs together in same place, it will not be silent. It shout and bite each other. Dog eats, human also eats. Dog sleeping, human also sleeping. Dog has sex, human also has sex. Dog protects itself, human also protects himself. These are common for both human and animals. But distinguishing quality of which is good, which is not good, called wisdom, is not with the animals. Due to the proper wisdom quality, human being can understand God and elevate himself to the greater level. Animals not understanding which is good and bad, so it cannot understand God. For example, you can see in mutton stall, 3 goats are tied for mutton. One goat cut by the mutton man, but the other 2 goats eating the grass and leaf, seeing the cutting of the goat, because animals not having adequate wisdom. At the same time, you can see soldier can escape from enemy shooting to save his life. So with this unique wisdom, we have to analyze and take a proper decision for our life. Otherwise, we also become animals. Another example, donkey is carrying heavy load and transporting it for a handful of grass. But it come out from the owner, it can get plenty of grass outside and need not carry load also. But donkey not realizing it because it has no wisdom. Like the donkey, some people called karmi, that is selfish people, running and working for money, even without sleeping. When they are doing like this, already they saved and deposited for 4 generations, even though they are running for 5th generation deposit. Finally, what they are eating means they are eating only 200 milliliter of wheat flour liquid due to diabetes and blood pressure. Still they are running. Why you know? That is selfishness. Isa vasim idam sarvam. A Vedic sentence says, everything in the universe, including our world, belongs to God only. So every one of us should take according to our need only, and should not have eager to take others' property. God feeds not only human, He feeds 84 lakhs of living creatures, animals and birds. Animals and birds not studied in the engineering college and all. But God is feeding all till death. So we should understand this principle and help others by giving our extra things. We have to extend our help to animals, birds, insects also, other than man. Saving them also our duty. So in the creation of God there is no starvation, but the selfishness, ego, jealousy of human beings, killing thousands of humans and other animals every year. All human beings, animals, birds, trees, insects are the property of God. And God is the only king of us throughout the universe. And the whole universe is our country. So no difference among us. Different comes, different state, different country, different district, all are man-made things only. Like that throughout the universe, throughout our world, all one rule, that is God rule only. That rules and regulations given by God are in the Vedic text. That is, that rules found by our great sages, and sometimes God also revealed it by taking incarnation like Rama and Krishna. So we have to follow God rules without fail. Blinded souls have deficiency in capacity because our eyes can see up to 1 to 2 kilometers. Our ear can hear the voice from 300 meters. That's why we cannot know anything fully. Blinded souls means taken birth due to the previous birth deeds, whether it may be good or bad. Since human sense organs have less capacity, easily they may be trapped in illusion or maya. So to have proper wisdom, humans should take sufficient efforts. Moreover, modern scientists discovering more and more machines and electronic items and spoiling the younger generation by pushing them into illusions. Television, computer, cell, etc. are some examples. When we are experiencing more and more artificial things, we have to face more and more sufferings and sins. For getting temporary happiness, some people unnecessarily loading burdens by getting more loans and suffering finally. Some people thinking that there is no next birth, we may lead any type of life, we may do any kind of actions and doing sins. This kind of people cannot escape from God's rule. One day they will be punished. At the time nobody can save them. Somebody telling there is no God and continuing their sinful actions. For example, when fox is chasing a rabbit, suddenly it nearing a rabbit, at that time rabbit closes eyes, means fox will not leave it. It will kill the rabbit, however, for food. Like that, those who commit sin, he will be punished by God. Another example, some people telling, I am not bothered about government rules. I can do anything. If they misbehaved and done anything wrong, government will not leave them. They give punishment. So God rules are common for all human beings. They may be Indian or American or Japanese. Before God, all are same. Whenever somebody committed sin means he has to search for compensating acts such as penance, giving cows to the poor, planting some tree. Otherwise he has to experience the sins in future and suffering will be there definitely. This is just like doctor giving medicines according to the diseases. In the same way God gives punishment for bad actions and nourishment things for good actions. Every human being should think how to avoid unhappiness and keep on trying to find a solution. That is a real human realization. Otherwise becomes animal civilization. Birth, death, disease, agedness cannot be avoided by human being. Whatever new medicines you discovered, it can postpone death for another 5 to 10 years. That's all. However, everyone should enter next birth after death, and that no doubt. Some person telling, I am the God, or I and God are same. This concept also making them fall into illusion. If they really God, why behaving like dog and cat, or not having mercy, helping tendency? Can they create the world? Or can they control the world? Not possible. Even they cannot control their own servant or their own children above 10 years. Moreover, these kind of people not only spoiling themselves or their own life, but also spoiling others' life also by spreading these false thoughts. So ladies and youngsters should be careful in these false thoughts. So it is our duty to find a suitable way to avoid the sufferings in the next birth with the use of our unique wisdom, though we suffer in the present life. In India, we can find a solution easily. Others have to take little more effort because since millions of years, so many God incarnations and sages are available throughout India. Nowadays also so many sages and learned elders are roaming here and there and in holy places and ready to give spiritual knowledge to the younger generation. But we only not approaching them. The extraordinary sages like Valmiki and Vyasas are the best example for spreading spiritual wisdom in India. Even we read or listen to their epic Ramayana and Mahabharata, we can lead a better life, both present and next birth also. After that, spiritual masters, Alvars and Nayanmars came and enriched India with spirituality. Afterwards, Sri Sankaracharya, Sri Ramanujacharya, Sri Madhvacharya, Sri Vedanta Desigar, Sri Manavala Mamunigal, Sri Vivekanandaji and Srila Prabhupada have come and written so many books and explanations for various spiritual works and Vedic texts in order to develop human society. What is left to this generation people is kindly request and ask with humbleness to the present spiritual matter and learned elders and get the original knowledge of spiritual matters. Before approaching such spiritual masters, kindly check whether they come on the line of Parampara disciplic succession. Then only you can get correct Vedic knowledge. So I conclude this first part with this. That is, approaching spiritual master is the first step of us who wants better next birth. Hare Krishna. లోహ సమస్త శ్రీనో భవంతు, లోహ సమస్త శ్రీనో భవంతు, లోహ సమస్త శ్రీనో భవంతు. గురుజీ శ్రీ ముత్తూషన్ స్వామికి జై, శ్రీ ఆంజనేయ స్వామికి జై, శ్రీ నరసింహ స్వామికి జై. హరే కృష్ణ.